surprised he picked up any. Vivek only picked up 0.3. Blinky. Who the hell is Asa Hutchinson?
Asa Hutchinson?
Yeah.
That's the wasn't he the governor somewhere?
Oh, it says he dropped, but he picked up. Some poor sap still voted for him yesterday.
Christie and DeSantis dropped too, and they still got.
I think all the fucking donut vendors voted for Christie.
What's up, everybody?
Good morning. I exist. Left side of my chest still hurts. I got 4 or 5 new scars because they put the tube in, then they had to stitch it in, so they had to do like a cross pattern around it. It was great. It was lovely. No. I've.
Yeah. So if y'all don't know, Trevor bone collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want me to say that.
Oh no, that's fine.
Kind of put it out there.
I've been throwing all over Facebook.
But I've had that same mishap, but from a sports injury. And so when I'm like, we just sitting here comparing war stories. Like, yeah, I know exactly what you went through.
You had a bigger tube than I did.
Yeah, I had a big tube going through my ribs, but I don't know. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I'm just not looking forward to the next time because Doc said there will be a next time. Huh? Like at 90%. So once you have your first one from a spontaneous collapsed lung, it's more likely to happen again. And then because the burn pits in Afghanistan, my lungs they got blisters all over them. So one of those pops, it can cause the lung to collapse again.
Oh, it's on now.
But I was told this one was my freebie. I only got away with a chest tube and some drainage. Next time, they're going to basically put a chemical on my lungs to deface them, stick them to my rib cage with a chemical agent that will eventually degrade and let it scar to my rib cage, and it'll never fall off again. Or they'll just remove the damaged portion of my lung, which in my case is the entire lung. So, there's something else to talk to the VA about.
Yeah, you might probably get that 100%.
I actually looked it up. Unless they remove the entire lung, the maximum I can get is 30%. And being at 93, that only counts as 3%, and they go and round up by tens. So right back down to 90.
I'm thinking 93 plus 30 is 120. Gonna do it like that?
No.
All right.
No, they get crazy with it.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking in. It's been a minute. We got 37.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
It's been a minute. We ain't promote nothing. We ain't share nothing. Oh, okay. Mickey sharing. Thanks, Mick.
Wait, what? Oh,
I didn't share nothing. I didn't.
Yeah, like I've been out of the game so long. What, about a month now? I forgot what to do.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we
been arguing with Flint, not Flint politics, but with USA politics. Oh yeah, I've been over there picking fights left and right. I was bored.
Oh, that's why they've been putting this out. They let some come in and some they put.
My bad. Yeah, no, I was bored. You can't stick me in a hospital for 3 days with no Red Bull, no cigarettes, no entertainment. I went through like 3 books while I was there. You can't do that to me. I am too ADHD.
Now I wonder why we've been getting put out. I'm like, some of that stuff they be putting our stuff in, they've been rejected a lot of our stuff.
Oh yeah.
I just threw it over there just now. Now you telling me you've been over there beefing with them, man.
Well, it's not really.
Me. Now I know why we've been getting kicked
It's
off.
not really beefing per se, just me being a smartass. You know how I am. You could argue that the sun is yellow, and I'm going to pick a fight about it.
But now you telling me, now I know we got people that don't like it. It's going to be a who's who hate us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, especially after part of today and guaranteed after Friday, we're not going to have too many friends downtown.
After Friday.
When I get to talk and not reflect on you.
Oh,
Oh my
the rant. I forgot.
Oh yeah, I plan on picking very many fights. All the fights. I'm a month behind. There's some fights that need to be repicked, some new fights. I mean, I guarantee someone's going to say, "Meet me at the basketball court." Do I look like I'm in third grade? Use your words like a big boy. I'm sorry. We're
Shit,
already
I'm right
going down
there.
there.
There we go.
Man. So as we were riding the elevator, you said they're trying to fill potholes around here.
Oh man, yeah. What are those things called? I haven't seen them around here in years. With the big round, with the big
The
old
steamroller?
steamroller.
Except they don't use steam no more. But yeah,
Where are those at? Because these guys, all we got is the dudes that ride by with the asphalt with the shovel. They hop out with the shovel. They throw the shit in the hole, and then they be gone. You know what I mean? Like, and then all the cars roll it over. You know what I'm talking about?
I actually saw someone.
Yeah, yeah. So, but it's like, how are they expecting for the roads to be better if they just
Yeah, well,
throw a
those will
couple
come right
scoops of
out.
yeah.
It's not adhered. It's not adhered at all. I mean, I saw a picture of that, and it was someone's personal picture. I can't remember who, and they said I've seen holes filled better on name your porn site. They're not wrong. I know, but it's true. When trying to fix our infrastructure turns into a joke like that,
Well, you can tell it's campaign season
yeah,
is ramping up. So, you see the guys and the city workers out, every day
Mhm.
filling the potholes with the shovels, and you see the city. I don't know what these two girls was doing but they, with these city cars, but they was just sitting there talking. I don't know, like
they
then
have to show.
you start to see the press conferences with in the photo ops and people starting to jump in pictures and throw money left and right. You know, then they got mailings going out. You know what I mean, and
Robocalls.
door knockers and and robocalls and robotexts already. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's still snowing outside. Like, what y'all so worried about?
Right? Like, I don't know. Maybe the past 2 years, things haven't gone a single way that they said they would.
Yeah, I mean,
We're
longer than
not going to raise your taxes 60% of my income later.
what y'all so worried about? Like, what you got to prove? Like here we are in February. It's still February. Election day until August.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all so worried about? Why can't we just look out and see the work you done? Why you steady trying to push this BS in everybody's face? Like, look what I've done. Look what I've done.
Yeah, why does it all have to be done the last 6 months before the election?
Right
Like,
now.
you've been sitting around eating popcorn and donuts and cake and having drinks with your friends for 18 months collecting a paycheck, and now the last 6 months is when you're
now
doing
now we start to see I want to partner with this and I want to do that and let me jump in there with y'all on this and you know what I mean, like it's crazy. It really is. Like, if and here's the crazy part about it. Now I'm not naming anybody's name, but we all know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
The crazy part is
Ron DeSantis. I'm sorry. These triggers.
But yeah, the crazy part is me being an opponent, and it's not true enough. I haven't filed, but I'm going to file. So don't think that I'm not going to do it.
Yep.
I might, shit. I don't know. I might mess around and switch up, and I might run for mayor. I don't know. I'm just playing though.
Well, he does have to vacate that office as soon as he might be elected into Congress. So there could be a mayor spot open soon. I wouldn't mind seeing a mayor Clack, honestly.
I don't think I would do that. Now, it's too much cleaning up, too much messing up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want my name attached to,
you need to give some buffer.
Yeah, somebody else got to jump in there and try to clean up and try to save face before, you know what I'm saying?
What you really need is someone who doesn't mind their reputation being smeared from the last person's abject failures before you take over.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I mean, it's the same with the office that you're looking at, but I mean,
but that wouldn't. The way I see it is, we still dealing with a whirlwind with the school board. You know what I mean? Like we still trying to deal with the teachers and no, Victoria, y'all can keep him. Well, you can keep his ass right on down there. we straight.
I honestly know what's going to happen with him in the next 4 years. He's not going to get a presidential cabinet position. Trump wants to keep a quote strong ally in one of the states as a governor, so he's going to continue to be governor of Florida, and then he's going to try to run again, probably fail because he's messed his name up for what, the past 8 years now. I mean, not to mention he didn't fight hard enough at some of these press conferences when some of the things he passed were getting a rather sideways, vile name. He should just be done with politics at this point. The man's not going to be elected to anything else higher than governor, and he's obviously not happy being governor anymore.
Look at what he's. I mean, like, how do you pick a fight with Disney World, bro? How you pick a fight with? Yeah, I know, but with like, Disney World though, like you can't even be happy with and partner with Disney World, bro.
No.
Disney World been there for 100 years before you. Disney World gonna be there for 100 years after you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Like, instead of threatening Disney and looking at new laws to punish them, you should have just brought them to the table like, hey guys, we could use a little bit more income. We need to revoke some of your tax exempt status in exchange X, Y, and Z. Then you get a positive ending without the fight, and you get the whatever the hell you're looking for. But no, he decided to fall into the rhetoric and just pick a fight.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I couldn't be a candidate like that, like a presidential candidate, and sit there and, you know what I'm saying, somebody talk about, you know, bring up all this dirt and all this stuff that ain't got nothing to do with politics, and then sit there and you be like, hey, I need you to be in my cabinet as my vice president. I'll be like, man, you
good.
Man, I'm straight on you. You like that? He talked about,
if it was VP or something. It's like, all right, let's go talk to Boeing. Who made Air Force One? Hey, you guys have already screwed up quite a bit with some of the other airliners. You think you can loosen a nut or two? Just saying. I don't care who it is. You talk about my wife or you talk about X, Y, and Z.
Trump made Ted Cruz made his wife change her whole look. You know what I mean? Like, she was
at the same time, as a prolific shit talker on the internet, I can respect that outcome.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, it's like you let this man talk about your wife and drag her in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then
you run up like a lost puppy. Yeah, I have no respect for Ted Cruz.
Yeah, me either. You know, and then when like, nah,
we aren't friends, buddy.
No, we not about to do that.
Like,
we're not doing that.
If you ask us for a law, okay, I will write the law as long as it makes sense. Nothing that's going to pad your ass, and I will vote for it. Now, if you want me to be your bestest best friend, you can go play in traffic.
I don't know if this is the best segue, but you said, speaking of padding ass.
Oh, yeah, segue.
Like, I don't know if that's the right way. I should have just moved right on into the next topic. But my man Johnny Cole is on his way out. Or is he out already? Has he made his way to the streets? Oh man, Tim Scott, I can't even be in the same room with him, man. Like,
I looked at his voting record. It's pretty solid for conservative.
Yeah, but it ain't solid for a black man though.
Now, his rhetoric, being pro or anti anyone, that's for everyone else to choose on. But when it comes to taxing right, in my opinion, and targeting the taxes properly, I can agree with a lot of his voting record. Now, personal side, that's on everyone else to decide.
That's the political, you know what I mean, Republican, conservative, y'all got the same, but the cooning is what I'm talking about.
That's personal side.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like you can have all the values that you want, but don't give up yourself, your dignity. Don't give up yourself. Don't not be who you are and forget who you are, just to look stupid, because you ain't about to be done. Trump ain't about to pick you to be his running mate. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, like, what are you thinking?
So you know what the biggest voting block for Democrats is that Republicans want to get into?
Women.
White conservative housewives.
Yeah.
In the suburbs.
Yeah. Yeah. The soccer moms.
Yep. which you're not really going to win over too many of those by picking a male running mate. Trump's probably looking at a female right now. Hopefully not Nikki Haley, for the love of Christ. That lady scares me.
I kind of like Nikki.
I mean,
I almost voted Republican yesterday just so I could write Larry in, or put Nikki in there. Like, I don't know, but
that's one thing I really respect about Michigan, that because I voted in the Democrat primary in 2020.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
registered Republican. Like, okay, I already knew what was happening on the Republican side. There's only 2 names there.
Mm-hmm.
I might as well try to pick the best opponent for me.
I just know what I don't want to see, and I know that, I know Trump's got a lot of policies that a lot of people like, and, tax whatever that a lot of people like. It's just, I don't like the asshole.
I still think, in all honesty, without a joke, if they had taken his fucking phone away from him, his Twitter, his Facebook, whatever, and not put him in front of a camera half the time, I don't think he would have gotten nearly as much hate.
But that still don't make him not an asshole.
I'm an asshole.
Right, but you're not the president, and you don't, you're not aspiring to be. So, it's somebody that's going to be the face of the nation that's sitting up here, grabbing people by they,
yeah,
or
like I said, had they never given him a damn phone, if they had just let Grandpa be Grandpa with his old rotary phone, we wouldn't have to deal with half of the shit. I mean, I don't know. I think his policies helped a lot. I just think that his mouth hurt more.
But but see, I seen something, I forgot to mention it earlier. Have you seen on the national news, they talking about him and Biden not even having to have debates?
That's the way of politics now.
I told you what, I want to say 4 months ago, the Biden campaign wasn't even looking at having debates in the primaries.
That's weakest. That's the weakest thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't stand up to direct opposition to your points, and thank you, Rose, and yeah, stand up for your points and explain to them why they are good, then what is your policy good for? I mean, I'm really excited for this political season here in Flint. I'm hoping Cynthia figures out what an appointment is, or what a interview is, or a debate. I'd love to see you and her on a stage and see where she can stand up for herself rather than having half of Flint's political talking heads talk for her.
I'm going to piggyback on top of that. Not having the questions given to you in advance.
That's a huge deal.
Now, here's the thing. That part freaks me out. Honestly, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, as a human being, I'm not even going to talk about as an elected official or a public servant. Like, just being able to be fact checked right there on the spot. Somebody disagree with you and have a better debate, or it's like all of that. Speaking out in public, to me, still, it scares me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that polished. So yeah. Like, so you see me, trying to pick my words really carefully. I don't want to. I still let a cuss word slip out every now and then. Not when I'm speaking in public, but on here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I don't think that you should have the questions given to you in advance. I don't think that you. I mean,
we see that so often where you'll see a question pop up and you'll see like a light go on behind a politician's eyes, and they have a pre-rehearsed answer ready to go.
Now, do I think that you should study and have your talking points and and know what to say? Because the issues that are at hand, and you know what you got going on, especially if you're an incumbent. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You should already know. But at no point, oh my bad, we got
me and it's just here. We've been going, I don't want to say back and forth because we've been agreeing a lot in politics on Flint Politics Reboot lately. He's got some damn good points. Like, you should reach out to him and get his opinion on some things, man.
Who's that?
It's just Des.
Yeah. I think Des is young too.
Yeah. Very open-minded, very refreshing views and opinions.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, catch him in some comments and start grabbing some opinions off him.
And I appreciate that. Des, if you don't mind throwing it up, how old are you, man? Or is Des? I know some female Des and then some guy Des.
I mean, I see
It could be Desiree or Desmond. So like,
I see
I
probably
ain't trying to
beer
offend
going
you.
on there. I mean, but still, like we were
20,
going back and forth
okay.
of guesstimating about Trump's VP yesterday or day before.
Mhm.
You know who he's going to try to pick with him, and he had some opinions on Mr. Scott. So did I. We had some opinions on DeSantis.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was definitely impressed, especially being 20. Like, how often do we see people under the age of like 28 giving a damn about politics no more?
Shit, it's even older than that around here. There's people around here our age and older that don't, that don't,
Yeah,
don't
they
care,
just
don't,
know I registered this way, I vote this way.
or not even,
Oh
they
yeah,
just go
not
through
even
life,
care.
not even, you know what I'm saying, not doing, just
When's the last time you saw a polling place? A what now?
yeah.
I don't think the excuse me. I don't think the youth see voting how we did coming up,
Mm.
or they understand. It's different than how I'm thinking how we was, because a lot of us who came up, you came up in the church. Just go look at 30, 40 years ago, how it was, how we barely seeing churches is barely packed.
Mm-hmm.
I know as a kid, come out to see voting time. My granny said a lot of the people who came through civil rights, they kind of understood what voting was, better than like I think during my era than your era. Kind of got pushed off from voting when you start seeing what's going on. Because this ain't the first time we had corrupted politicians. The reason I'm making that, it's just now with this,
He's holding up a
it's more,
phone.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
when you can record city council, like somebody, I mean, people, it was in the chat was saying they recording their city council now from watching us recording the city council.
Yeah.
So people are being more aware, and it's like,
So when I was coming up, my dad damn near beat into me. If you don't vote, you don't have a say. If you don't vote, you can't bitch, moan, or complain about things that you don't like.
Mhm.
When God, it was the 2004 election. He asked the poll workers if I could accompany him into the polling place, into the voting booth, because it was such a big deal to him. You know, the second my oldest turned 18, I made sure she got registered to vote. Even though her and I do not agree on a damn thing political,
Mhm.
I believe it is not just I mean, it's a right, but if you look at it around the world, it's the biggest right you have. Some folks have no say in their lives whatsoever. So it is the biggest, most important thing we have as Americans, or even as a human.
So mine is a little different. My parents are older, and they came here, with the Great Migration back in the 60s
from the South.
Yeah, from the South. So back then, like my dad was the closest thing to a Black Panther that you can be without being a Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when he came here, to Flint, he, little history. Dave Lambert used to be the president of the NAACP back in the day. And he took my dad under his wing. So my dad got into NAACP and, got into city council. And actually, that's where Eric came along. Because I remember Eric being, with my dad on his campaign, back at.
I can't imagine Mr. Mays in his 20s, 30s.
Right out of Michigan State. You know what I mean? Like this is back in the early 80s. I mean, my dad got elected in 79, started in 80 on the city council. Eric was, working it. Eric is the one that came up with my dad's slogan, get on the right track with Clack. Eric is the one who came up with that. You know what I mean? So, but back to the question, the subject is that, back then, politics was a whole big old thing because the civil rights was there. You know what I mean? Like, and people, I guess we going through the same thing now. Like, I'm just talking, but it was back then. It was like, we gotta, express our, our right to vote because it's, we getting held down and not being able to, do this and that. So, back, that was 30, 40 years ago. You know what I mean? Now here we go, same old thing. But
They used to play games like, oh, polling for this group of people is on this day at this place. Both wrong.
Mhm.
now you can kind of see an echo of that with what happened with Miss Bev Biggs.
Mhm.
Oh, you're wanting to do a recall on this person in this ward,
Mhm.
not tell her go to the old orders instead of the new
Yeah.
ones. Those kind of games.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I kind of wanted to. We had jumped off. I still kind of wanted to stick to the John Cole thing, man. So this is what I was. I was just thinking. Eric was off of council for 50, 60 days, right?
Mm. Yeah, he is damn near towards the end of his suspension. I think he had like 20 more days.
Right.
So 70 days out.
So they were trying to bring Eric up on charges for some type of corrupt deal with
Yeah,
this.
it was campaign finance, blase for a GoFundMe to fund his legal fees.
Right. Okay. So this is how I want. This is how I want y'all to see how messed up Flint judicial. I don't even know if it's just judicial. What the Flint is. Period. We got people that sit on that same 9-panel council as Eric. There are receipts that we all have seen. And even with explanations on top of the on the receipt of saying what this thing is, what this check is actually for, and nobody has been questioned, nobody been subpoenaed to be questioned, nobody answered no questions, nobody said nothing. If y'all know Eric ain't the most tech savvy nothing.
Nah.
Eric ain't out here, designing no handkerchief head Negro t-shirts. Eric ain't no he ain't no computer graphic designer. He ain't none of that. You know what I mean? So to accuse Eric of designing these shirts and putting them out there, you know what I mean? Like, but then you got so fast how we can move into accusing him and him being charged or about to be charged with something that's
I mean, Eric was the most technical dude, and I don't mean like technology, but I mean like the technicals of things, right? So process and law that I could imagine. Several times he'd sit down and explain shit to me, which I thank him for. The fact that they're saying that he violated a law with a GoFundMe that I don't think he even did. I think it was people doing for him with the best of intentions, not knowing that it could get him in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, he would know better. He knew better. So someone doing this like that, like coming after him and trying to sully his name just to try to keep him off council longer, whatever, because they could only do a 90-day suspension. And it turned out to be one of the last pieces of news that hit him. It just strikes me as fucking dirty.
Then I'm just sitting here thinking of all the other, if it's not illegal, the unethical things that have happened, or the conflict of interest things that have happened, voting on your own, this, you know what I mean?
Multiple.
Yeah, and I'm like, how? Then we got somebody that is a known habitual. This ain't your first or second time doing this. You get out of jail on your public, on your own personal recognizance. That mean dog ain't have to pay nothing.
No. And when Mickey called me earlier, it was right when Winters let this piece of news slip. I was freaking out. I once again, Mickey, I'm sorry for yelling at you. I was just I was really emotional when I heard that because of how sick this bastard is. And I was trying to get my feelings across.
Yeah. Dana Nessel. Yeah.
We've seen this prosecutor here go for max sentence for small drug crimes. Small, like personal use, holding of, say, whatever explicit substance. Controlled substance, right? Trying to hold someone in jail for 10 plus years, or just say a dime-sized baggie of coke or whatever. Not weed any longer. I mean, I'm pretty sure you used to go after weed, right? But then to let this, I don't even want to say slip through the cracks. I feel like he pushed it through the cracks instead of going as hard as he fucking could with this judge to say, no, this man is a known sexual offender. a known this, that, and the third, someone who is known to have gotten joy out of passing his disease, and then not to keep him in prison. The man was locked up for less than a year, and not even at a correctional facility, at a holding facility.
He was in the county still, wasn't he?
He was at the county. That's not a correctional facility. He's not getting help. And to be honest with you, I don't think there's help for this.
How do you? I mean, like, if the dude already been to prison, I mean, we all know that prison don't really have rehabilitation.
No, it's supposed to, but it's been
at the end of the day,
generations.
Rehabilitation, teacher lesson, whatever it is, he ain't get it. He ain't do it. Whatever. No. He didn't adhere to the program.
Worse.
Right. So then you come out do it again. Like, how do you let him out on his own? Like the bond should have been so high.
Like, I do blame Leighton Lawton. I don't even care to try to remember his name now. I've lost all respect for the man. Remember, he was on 810.
Why ain't Dana Nessel picked that up?
Because Dana Nessel can't pick up anything in.
They just picked up Eric's case. That's what that.
Nessel
is that what happened? Did Dana Nessel pick up Eric's case?
Nessel answers to Whitmer. Whitmer endorsed Sheldon. Anything that comes back negative on Sheldon comes back negative.
Stood next to Sheldon.
So, to make Sheldon look better, which makes Whitmer look better, who there are rumors that she's trying to be Biden's new VP, or at least get a cabinet position. She's trying to bury some of the old ghosts, including Mr. Mays. Bury him, his political career, so anything that was said about Sheldon is discredited.
No, we need to get an Eric Mays Street, an Eric Mays Day, an Eric Mays Library, an Eric Mays Gym, an Eric Mays Senior Citizen Center. You know, like all of that. It needs, Eric Mays need to all of that.
Eric Mays Day doesn't just need to be something on the calendar. It needs to be something where local politicians go to a park and they are met by the public.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, celebration, get to know your politician, but also confronted, not like in a mean way, but like, hey, you voted X, Y, and Z on this resolution. Why? Can you explain to me why that is good for me as a citizen of or as your constituent? Because that's the type of person Eric was. I've seen people come up to him, hey, Mr. Mays, you voted like this. Why? How does that help us? And Mr. Mays would go through it.
The judge released him, right? It wasn't, well, of course it wasn't Leighton, but
still, like, I'm still pissed at Leighton about that because he didn't present the case in such a way that would make the judge understand how dangerous this man is.
The
man is a walking weapon.
Yeah.
And he uses himself against people.
If it wasn't for Winters that day, at that school, like
he tried to confront you as he was assaulting a teacher.
Yeah, like I'm not even thinking that he could have spat on me or any of that. I'm just like, wait a minute, you over here like trying to jump on this lady? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, we not doing that up here, not at this school. I didn't even think about none of the other stuff,
Yeah. Like, I'm livid at the court system, at the entire justice system, because you, myself, Winters, Mickey, we all talked about this guy over a year ago, before he was ever arrested, about how dangerous he was for this community and his former crimes and being around children. And then it came out what he did after that, during that time and after. And now they're letting him out. Like, what? As long as you're friends with the mayor, as long as you're best friends with Eva Worthless, as long as you stand up for some of the most crooked politicians in Flint, you can do whatever you want, including raping children and giving them your sexually transmitted disease. That's a death sentence. You get to do that?
Wasn't he that white truck that was driving around picking up Dr. Weaver signs?
Yep.
Picking up people's signs. Yeah.
Yep.
It's that F-150.
Like, I'm disgusted right now. I was livid when I heard that, and I was driving too. Like I just got my hair cut. I'm like, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna go get me some Tim Hortons. I
On
got my
top of
Tim
Eric
Hortons up
leaving
right
here,
now.
that did this happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. Like
2024 is quickly turning into the year of I need a beer.
if I need a beer was a year.
Exactly. 2024. All right, collapsed lung. God, we had some other issues back in January. I can't even remember now. And then
Eric got suspended in January, right?
no, that was
that December?
December. That was December. And then Eric, and then this whole mess. God, the shit show on council the other day. Quincy Murphy trying to get his church, what is it, the good church, a couple $100,000,
145.
$145,000. Like, I just need to settle down and get a beer. Oh,
Well,
Flint needs to settle down and get a beer.
well, I don't know. It's hard to sit back and just pinpoint one thing when there's so many different things going on in the city that need to be reflected on. You know, and then there's
Still don't have clean water.
no, we don't.
We still don't have roofs on a lot of these houses. And, one thing that we've kind of overlooked as people talking about it, the roofs aren't that's the most visible thing, but basements are crumbling. We've got mold in these houses. A nice man that I talked to just about 2 years ago now, there was mold in his pipelines because the water pressure in his neighborhood is so low.
Yeah, so the water
And
can't.
he can't shower without catching bacterial infections in his lungs. He can't drink the water. They have to basically just not use the water in the house at all. They have to go to a neighbor's or a friend's to go shower.
Yep. The matter of fact, let me two water mains on my mom's street broke the same time when I was in DC. And like it's like, what's up with all these water mains breaking if everything was fixed?
And then I know it's not part of Flint proper, but the mall again had water mains breaking. Like, Jesus.
Again, there's no way that anybody that's elected to represent Flint or Genesee County or even the state of any state, it don't matter, to vote anyway against infrastructure.
East Palestine, the same thing. I've heard. I have a couple friends I game with from there, where the train crashed and ruined their water as well.
Yeah.
They have a couple people on their city council and a state rep that is voting against their infrastructure now. Like the same song just keeps getting played in different places.
You gotta wonder what side people are playing for if they voting for the basic stuff that they their community needs. Like, you gotta wonder who they playing for. If you sit up here looking at the people in your ward and they got feces in their basement, I ain't gonna go all the way raw today, but if they got shit in their basement, not to laugh at it. I was trying to hold it in and not cuss, not to laugh at them, but I was trying to not cuss. But and then you can't support them, you know what I mean? Or
Like,
if you can't support the pregnant mothers, or if you can't support.
I agree with you on that. And I'm not laughing at the folks who this happened to. I'm laughing at the decision not to support them. Like, how is that even a choice?
Yeah. And you represent the people, like it's like the people that put you here. They did. It's like we turned our back on y'all.
It's weaponizing your vote on people that didn't happen to agree with you. Like maybe they saw a Davis sign, or sorry, maybe Liddell saw a Davis sign in these people's front yard, or a Sister Audrey Muhammad sign in these people's front yard, and remembers it and goes, "Oh, no, I'm voting against this money to my ward to fix something that is obviously the fault of the city of Flint."
That, to me, that's the opposite way that you need to be thinking. It's like, if this person supported the opposition, then I need to do something to show why I should. Why you should be supporting me instead of why I'm gonna not.
And not in the last 6 months of your term. You got to go out of your way every day to show that you were the right choice.
Yeah.
Every day. Like, how often do we see someone elected, aside from the man to my right, that will come onto a public forum such as 810, have a podcast, step out in a park, and say, ask me questions, or say, hey, there's a lot of talk, a lot of noise about this thing that we voted on. Here is what it means, or here's why I voted like that.
Mhm.
We have so many people that take these votes for granted now. Oh, I'm in. I don't have to worry for so long. No, you should always worry. You should always feel insecure
That's
because people trust you.
that's one of the reasons. Like I was thinking, like if I do get elected as state rep, I really would like to have an office, here in Flint, just to, like to. I don't
An
know how we'd
outreach
be able to
office?
afford. Yeah, yeah, how we would be able to afford something like that. But just so I could, be open to the, open to the streets and have people to be able to come in and
Talk to the landlord of this building.
this isn't Flint though. Is
No,
this still
it isn't.
70th?
Hmm?
Would this still be in the district right here?
Yes,
You sure?
pretty positive.
Okay, we can check it
But
out. But
either
I
way,
would
I
do
mean,
that.
it's within like driving range, and I'm not gonna say that it's cheap, but
No,
we
it's
with
reasonable.
very
Yeah,
with very little income actually afford it comfortably.
yeah. So I would definitely, look into doing something like that.
He also
Like,
owns properties in Flint proper.
oh, okay, all right. The
Yeah.
young dude, right?
Hmm?
The younger guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's
So-
cool as hell.
But yeah, I would like to, do something like that so people could have a, I don't know. I just had a funny thought.
A place to come in and say, "Hey, Mr. State Rep, what is happening with this?" Or can you present a bill to get us this? Or hey, I heard this bill's coming down the pipe, and I don't think it's good for Flint. And express themselves.
Or even I need help with the this, and
Mhm.
I need you to point me in the right direction. You know what I mean? Like I could see, me doing something like that, and me having some type of, reference office or something like
Mhm.
that. I don't know if that's what you would call it, but you know, um,
Like,
and just so the residents could have a way to be interactive with the rep.
one of the big things about a state rep isn't just that they're a vote in the legislature; it's they're also an advocate. And I'd say that they're supposed to be, or at least fine, not at the beginning, but after a few months, an expert in resources or how at least to find these resources. So if someone says, hey, there's something X with my house and this is going on with the law that pertains to it. And you happen to know, all right, let's get you in contact with these folks. There might be a loophole
Right.
or there might be an exception. There might be a this for you. Like that's what a state rep's supposed to do, not hide, not
I,
skip work to do hair. I'm sorry, that shot had to be put out there.
but
I'm pissed about
I
that
really,
still.
what the one of the final straws that really made me decide that I wanted to run, and I just say we just got off all into this, but it's, I really can't speak much about the thing we got going on with the teachers union, but we tried to have about the letter that Dr. Pugh composed and had my quote in there or whatnot, trying to get the debt relieved with the district. Now, my thought is if we get the debt relieved, and of course we had a meeting where we were trying to get a lobbyist
Mhm.
to lobby for us at the state level. Now, my thought is if we had, and this is not a shot, this is just a thought, if we had a representative at the state level that was advocating for the school district, or was I don't
In
know if
touch with the
leveraging
community.
right or leveraging monies to come back to the district,
Mhm.
then we wouldn't be needing to get a lobbyist. Now, true enough, we have ESSER dollars that are able to do certain things, but
There's
once that
so many damn restrictions on
right. But once that lobbying firm came back and said that they didn't want to, work with us or however the situation went, then it was like, okay, well, we got to figure out, we got the teachers coming, we got, I got to figure out what I can do. So
Mhm.
I'm thinking debt relief. I run for this office. I get, I go down and I do something, I don't know what because I'm not there, but try to do something for the teachers, whether it be, get them some type of housing, what is it, subsidiary or subsidy, or
Subsidy, yeah.
subsidy, or just find some type of way to raise the base pay, for a
Mhm.
teacher. I don't know what it would be.
Like Michigan is one of the one of the majority of states that allows the pay to be dictated by the
The
district.
district, right? But there can be a
There's
minimum.
so many things that the state can do. Help relieve part of student debt. Just pay that off.
Right.
Not the whole thing, because that's a lot of money, and
Right.
there are a lot of teachers, and the state isn't rich.
Right.
Housing subsidies. God, you can even do cool things like, just granted, not everyone. This wouldn't be for everyone, but a free recreation pass just to go to the parks around here. State parks are beautiful.
Mhm.
Michigan is a lovely state, unless it's the middle of winter and a tornado tries to kill us all.
Right.
That Bert and Ernie. Which one's which?
What happened?
I don't know.
Probably we talk about the other ones calling them. I said Angie probably talking about them calling them Bert and Ernie.
Oh.
I don't know.
But yeah, so how did we just
I
get
can
off
see
of
myself as
Because
the side
y'all,
of a one.
right?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much that could be done, but once again, I feel like so many people get into that seat, and it could be state rep, it could be Congress, whatever, and they don't care to try to make the lives better of the people that put them in that seat, in that better financial position, until it's time to ask for their vote again. I mean,
And you opponent again, election season.
Election season. I mean, so let's take a look at how much a state rep makes. When I ran in 2022, the Michigan state reps were making $76,000 a year, working Monday through Friday from noon to 5. So a 25-hour work week, getting you $76,000 a year. And you don't have to show up every damn day, as evidenced by our current state rep. And we don't hear a damn thing about her unless there's a photo op. And it isn't just ours, right? I think Detroit is split into like 3. There's one of them that doesn't show up at all. The other 2 actually go out and work for that district that is underdone. Ooh, Miss Green. Or sorry, Dr. Green. I believe that's Dr. Green.
Yes, Dr. Green.
Oh, yeah.
I can't spell. I was in the Army.
Yeah, hey, Dr. Green.
But not to cut you off or nothing.
Yeah.
But she don't go around running that. That's the thing. Like how a certain other person got to be called a doctor.
Yeah.
Danielle is just Danielle. You know what I'm saying?
Look, if you
It's just out of respect we say doc, but Danielle don't go.
Yeah,
around.
but she
Danielle
actually
not cut like that.
No, I know
She
she's not.
has a
She's real
legitimate
humble and down to
doctorate.
earth,
Yeah.
But even when she when she got her doctor, when she finished her, what is it, the dissertation or whatever, when she finished that and she posted her pictures, it's all love,
Really?
congratulations. That's a whole big old sacrifice you got to make to do all that.
Let me just take a shot real quick.
So if you have a doctor in front of your name, you earned it. So I'm gonna give you your respect and call you doctor.
If you have to remind people of your credentials, you don't deserve them in the first place.
Right. Now, the reason I was making that, because how some people be, I'm this and that. You ain't. Every time I done ran into her,
how many times has this man right here sat up and said, "I am President Clack"? He says, hell, 90% of the time when I go, "Hey, Mr. Clack," it's Mike or Clack. Figure it out.
Yeah,
it's
not.
There is no Mister. There
See,
is
if
no
we
president,
had more down to earth people who really serve, like how you yourself really, but we ain't gonna get people like that. We're not gonna get people who really want to help. We got to get ones in. We're gonna keep doing what we've been doing, hijacking the people, but we're gonna let you get a few dollars and you can be in the seat. See, that's what we get a lot more of that.
And then we see these political appointments.
Oh my God.
So look, once again, nothing against Bill. I know a lot of people have a lot of problems with him. Hell, I'm in a court case against him right now. I don't want him throwing Warhammer models at me because some of them bitches heavy, right? But I do not think he is a very good attorney. I think his legal opinions are tailored to benefit certain folks. He makes over $100,000 a year. So he helps someone get into a position. He gets appointed as a reward. I mean, how long has he been the city attorney?
I think that any
4 years, $400,000.
Any attorney that can give legal opinions that can give opposing legal opinions. Like I can give you a legal opinion for this on this day and a different legal opinion for the same subject on this day,
depending on who it's for.
Right. But I think me personally, and I might be wrong, I'm not a lawyer, nowhere close to it. I just think critically.
Oh, he gonna be mad
I
at
just
your
think
ass.
critically. No.
Critical thinking you do.
But my thing is, if you are a lawyer and you can give conflicting legal opinions on the same subject, and you're giving legal opinions to protect yourself and not, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I gave you a legal opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. You can, like, hey, maybe not. It's not telling you directly, hey, this is what you should do to protect you from going to jail, or this is what you should do to protect you from violating this ordinance. It's like, hey, I gave you a legal opinion. Now I'm a lawyer. You can, interpret it the way you want to.
Here's the deal, right? I believe it was 8-9 months ago. An attorney hired on by a corporation gave a legal opinion to the CEO. Judge and jury found the CEO guilty. And because he was following the legal opinion of that lawyer, the judge tacked on that sentence to him and charged him.
Should have.
He said, look, prosecutor, he broke the law, Mr. CEO here, but it was under the direction of this attorney. He needs to be charged too. So when we see things such as, yes, you can take a bribe. You can take a bribe as long as it goes to a nonprofit before it touches you. Well, there's an actual term for that. It's called an indirect bribe. Go ahead and Google it, ladies and gentlemen. It means passing through a third party, usually a nonprofit,
So then when you vote on your own on something that's going to benefit you and do the conflict, that's a conflict of interest. So that's a different charge right there.
Yes. I mean, usually conflict of interest will get you just straight up removed from your seat. God, it was in Michigan not too long ago. Another city, a guy was voting on something violating the conflict of interest. It came out. He goes, oh shit, and gets removed from his seat. Just straight up. He resigned because he knew what was about to come for him. He goes, no, well, let's just head this off the pass. I did done fucked up. I did done fucked up worse because I got caught. I'm just going to walk away.
So anything that's going to benefit you financially or you're gonna monetarily, I think it's the words, you have to abstain from that vote.
Yes.
You or your family, direct family member or something like that.
Unless it's Flint.
Unless it's Flint. However, it isn't just monetarily. Anything that you have a vested personal interest in. So, say you start a nonprofit, even if you aren't collecting, say, money on the back end, but it is such a huge thing to you that you can be manipulated through it, that is an indirect bribe. That is a conflict of interest.
Not in Flint. It's backwards.
Oh, it's backwards.
It's backwards.
So in Flint, I have to vote for something that will personally benefit me, and I have to shoot down things that do not. Okay, I got it.
That's it.
Yeah, and here, why are we so obsessed with throwing so much money at nonprofits here? If nonprofits actually fixed anything, Flint would be a goddamn utopia.
Hold up.
He just said it.
We might be in the nonprofit business. Don't shoot them down now. Wait till we get it then.
I got a nonprofit. And I'm scared to even say something about mine.
That's why I'm saying let's don't shoot them down yet. Till we officially know we're not getting nothing. Then the hell with the nonprofits. Take the money.
I know and trust you. Now, these are only my opinions. I'm not saying everyone trusts Mickey and Mike.
Of course.
Mike.
Right.
Pick for yourself, get to know them yourself. However, when money gets filtered into these nonprofits, illicit nonprofits, I'll even start saying that. When money gets filtered into those, and then that money gets filtered out of town and never benefits a damn resident, so what if 810's a nonprofit? We've been doing a community service informing our community.
Yeah.
That is the thing. Yeah. So what if yours is a nonprofit that is designed to help women that have been domestically abused and sexually trafficked because it actually gets taken care of?
Wow.
But when money gets filtered into someone's personal pockets through these, I have a damn problem. I want to start a damn crusade.
Yeah, all y'all who getting money and 810 ain't getting none, y'all asses in trouble. I'm with you, Trevor. Till we start getting that money, then we got to change the dynamics of it now.
No, because we're still actually providing the damn service.
You right. We provide. Give us our damn non-profit money, but we can get the profit in.
I mean, that's it though. As long as you provide the service that you're advertising for, then I think you're a decent human being.
Oh well, we decent then. If that's the criteria, I know I can get with that.
That's all I care about. Instead of just using the name nonprofit to enrich yourself or your damn friends.
I wouldn't take nothing less than say about 30 or 40 million now. I'm just saying.
Look,
I've been a whole nother bracket, you know.
I'm a lot cheaper and easier. Well, maybe not easier.
40 million. I'm taking something now. Shit.
I want a whole pallet of the original orange Red Bull tangerine. Good luck finding it, but if you can,
oh man,
in that case, I'll sell out.
I gotta check and see if they took us down on Facebook. If they did this today.
Already?
Shit. Man, I'm telling you, we can't catch a break.
What we do?
Telling truth.
Oh.
Yeah, all these people on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Well, they took us off of Facebook. Do it every time. Like I almost did in my emails voice. Every effing time. They just took us down again. I cannot believe.
What did we do?
I have no idea.
Oh, I didn't attack anyone's weight.
God damn.
I didn't attack anyone's personality flaws.
You see, they took us down, and I'm the only one watching it on Facebook. This is terrible. I don't know what y'all did today, man, but y'all got us took right off. They hate 18, man.
It can't be illicit substance use because I see people drink on Facebook all the time, and I'm having.
Don't nobody know what that is.
Oh, I'm drinking water, and Trevor drinking Red Bull.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But to take us down again, I'll tell you, them sapsuckers.
I gotta fight every day to prove my love.
That's what I'm saying. Like, God,
come on, man.
Are y'all serious?
I ain't even. I said a couple cuss words. They wasn't even the harsh ones though.
I don't think that was it. I think when we wanted to talking about, did I say the name?
The boogeyman.
We talked about recalls.
Oh.
We talked about state rep.
Uh-oh.
They gonna put us back on though, man. I'm gonna go argue.
Could have got us for is cyberbullying. Except we're not bullying.
What did we bully?
We're actually telling the truth because some people confuse bullying and truth.
We ain't even call nobody.
It's backwards. Like if we was on here, you know, acting ignorant, uncivilized, we'd be doing numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But that you put some truth out here. You talked about voting. That I say in this election season.
Oh man,
took us right off Facebook.
And that's crazy because Facebook sends me reminders when it's like a day or three out from voting. But the second that we actually promote going out and voting,
so somebody reported us.
Most definitely.
Yeah, Facebook doesn't automatically remove.
Man, that's so weak, man. Look,
like I'm part of a veterans group, and let's face it, veterans have the weirdest sense of humor and the sickest sense of humor. I've seen some crazy shit on there. People dying, like things like that. Facebook doesn't automatically remove stuff. You have to report.
That's the weakest thing ever. So now I'm gonna get
little wuss decided that they had an issue with us telling the truth. I'm sorry.
So I'm just gonna put it. Y'all that's scared.
Yeah.
Y'all that's scared. Y'all that's scared. Look, I'm just gonna. They're not gonna debate me. I'm just gonna speak it. You know, they're not gonna debate me.
Off your chest because they didn't take us down.
They're not gonna debate me. You know, they not gonna like. I don't even like. I'll debate the mayor.
You know who I want to see you debate?
I'll debate him. Like no questions. No. Don't be not gonna give you no questions in advance like you did the last time. We're not gonna give you a cheat sheet. We're not like. I'm
not gonna give you a sneak up. Like, oh, I'm not debating. Yes, I am debating. So your opponent doesn't show up. No.
Yeah, we're not gonna give you a peek at the answer sheet. Like, like we can debate about policy, and that's, you know what I mean. Like, I don't really care about the personal shots and the body blows, and I don't care nothing about that. If you want to debate policy, I'd gladly get in there with the current state rep or even her husband. It doesn't make me any difference. Don't make me no difference. I ain't scared of nobody.
I mean, they're the same person.
It doesn't make me any difference. But this is crazy. Like y'all that scared? Y'all gonna take our video down and we wasn't attacking nobody.
I wonder why we went from 60 drop down. I mean, 40 still sweet.
Mhm.
I'm wondering why it dropped that. I'm looking on Facebook. One person and it's me watching.
That's
They did me and Tiny like this
Facebook
last week.
fam.
that's weak, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
weak.
remember
Y'all-
calling
What
you.
you call them like, man?
Facebook or YouTube fam. If you guys are on have a Facebook, which I know a lot of people are going ahead.
That's
and
weak.
if you want to go ahead and share this real quick, get that number back up. Those of you coming in from the Facebook side, sorry about this. There's some weak-hearted some bitches out there.
That's
But
weak.
you know who I'd really love to see you like debate, and it's not even a shot at the guy, Dewan.
I would.
I know he would too. That's the thing. I know he'll actually show up.
Yeah, he would.
He actually shows up to candidate things.
He would. What do you mean? Is he a candidate?
I don't know. I know he ran last time. I expect because some of the moves I've seen him making lately, he's trying to get back into the scene.
It don't make me no difference, man. Either you gonna go with the movement or you gonna go with the already existing. Because
They go along, get along. Hey, Wintus is still on the Facebook side, but Mickey has gotten the notification. It's just because you haven't refreshed the page, Wintus. If you refresh, it'll kick you. It did it to me on Saturday.
again, that wasn't a shot towards Mr. Robinson.
No, that's not a shot at
Dewan.
so
That
Mr.
wasn't a
Dewan.
shot, but it's like if we talking about a fair debate about policy, I'll debate anybody. It
Yeah.
don't make me no difference.
That's why I said it's not a shot because I know he shows up. He actually attends. He actually does some homework as compared to other people that ran last time who didn't show up or don't do homework or don't know what's going on. Got you, Mickey.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, who don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, and that's not a shot toward anyone in particular. I just saw like 30 names on the Democrat side, and only like 4 people showed up. So, yeah, at least he showed up, and he knew something of any subject you brought up.
I couldn't read it, Flair, man. I mean, I couldn't watch it. I said I couldn't read it. I couldn't watch it, man.
You watch what? Did you see? But hell no. Why would I watch Liddell? Look, I can't even see Liddell when we film city council because she throws a purse up in front of her face. And now all of a sudden she wants to sit in front of a camera. Look, it's not the rent. It's not the rent. Woosah.
I don't even know what we said, but that just pissed me off.
Oh, yeah, we're always pissed.
Yeah.
That pissed me off. I don't even know. I don't like it. I don't be like, y'all can't take the truth. Y'all want to go out here, stealing, dealing, and big willing for the past couple of years. And so somebody would have call you out and talk about it. And now y'all want to start pulling shit off of Facebook. Now I'm mad.
Nah. They're threatened by you, though. They're threatened by the truth. They're threatened by Mickey and the message that he's been putting out.
Oh, y'all message. I've just been.
You've been broadcasting.
Yeah. We all got to take our own heat. No, I'm just playing with y'all.
Hey, I live in the fire. Let's go.
Nah, I know.
All right. You know what? It's been about an hour. We're already blocked on one platform. Let's not get blocked on another. We got to start broadcasting on a third.
We finna hit radio.
Nah, I'm talking about internet platform.
I know.
Radio is a different thing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We're going to hit radio.
All right, so we got to hit a fourth.
We're going to hit Instagram.
Locals, Rumble, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, do you have anything to finish off on, man?
I'm mad, man. That made me mad.
Don't worry about it. Peace, family. Ain't gonna let you blow this